Okay, last topic in outcome one then is ratio. So ratio is a way of comparing quantities. So sweets that contain 2 caramels and 5 orange is written as the ratio of 2 to 5. So that would be the ratio of caramels to oranges. Okay, so we've got a fruit bowl, we've got 7 apples and 3 oranges. The ratio of apples to oranges would be 7 to 3. The ratio of oranges to apples would be 3 to 7. So we need to make sure we have them in the correct order. So ratio can be used for working out ingredients for recipes because they're always in proportion. You can use ratios to work it out, and we can use it for helping look at the correct number of parts to make machines work. Okay, so a light shade of green is made by mixing blue and yellow in the ratio 1 to 6. If there are 2 litres of blue paint, how much yellow paint would be required? Okay, so my ratio of blue to yellow is 1 to 6. I've got 2 litres of blue paint. So underneath my blue, I'm putting in a 2. This just means I keep everything in the right order. I then say, okay, how did I get from that 1 to that 2? I've times by 2. Let's do the same the other side. 6 times 2 is 12. How much green paint would be made? Well, I would use 2 litres of blue paint. I would use 12 litres of yellow paint. So altogether, I would make 14 litres of green paint. Second one, if there are 2,400 millilitres of yellow paint, how much blue paint is required? Now, my ratio is still blue to yellow is 1 to 6, but this time I've got information about the yellow paint, so I'm putting that 2,400 underneath the yellow. Bit trickier to see this time what I've done to get from 6 to 2,400, but the opposite of timesing is dividing. So we can do our 2,400 divided by 6. And that gets me what I times by. So I was timesing by 400. I do the same to this side. So it would be 400 litres of blue paint. How much green paint would be made? Got 2,400 of yellow plus 400 of blue, which is 2,800 litres. Amy, Brian and Colin share a lottery win in the ratio 2 to 5 to 7. If Colin wins £70, how much does Amy win? Okay, so we've got Amy, Brian and Colin. They share in the ratio 2 to 5 to 7. Colin wins £70. This is why I do it this way, because it means I've got these two now right next to each other. So I want to know what I've done to get from 7 to 70. So I divide the bottom by the top, times it by 10. I want to know how much Amy wins. So I want to do 2 times 10. So Amy wins £20. If Amy wins £800, how much do Brian and Colin win? My ratio is still 2 to 5 to 7. So Amy wins £800. I'm going to do 800 divided by 2 because they're the two things about Amy, which is 400. So for Brian, I'm going to times 5 by 400. Brian wins £2,000. Colin, 7. So I'm going to do 7 times the 400. So Colin wins £2,800. Okay, looking at diluting juice then, when you make up diluting juice, you're using a ratio of diluting juice to water. If you want to make it strong, we're going to use a ratio of 5 to 2. That would be very strong diluting juice. Average would be 2 to 3, and weak would be 1 to 7. If I want to make strong diluting juice and I put in 100 ml of orange how much water do I need? I'm looking at strong. So my ratio of orange to water is 5 to 2. Got 100 ml of orange. So underneath the orange, I put my 100. These are the two numbers to do with my orange. So 100 divided by 5 is 20. So that means to get from there to there, I times by 20. I do the same here. 2 times 20 is 40. So I would need 40 ml of water. If I want to make weak diluting juice and I pour in 2100 ml of water, how much orange would I need? So for weak, my ratio of orange to water is 1 to 7. This time I've got 200. No, I haven't. Try again. I've got 2100 ml of water. So I've got 2 bits of information about the water. So start by dividing them. 2100 divided by 7 is 300. So I need 1 lot 300 from orange. So I would need 300 ml of orange. Okay. 2 boys decide to buy lottery tickets, each costing £1. One boy has 6, the other has 9. They get 4 numbers and win £900. How do they decide how much each should get? Okay, they bought lottery tickets in a ratio of 6 to 9. Okay, they didn't buy it evenly, so they shouldn't just split it straight down the middle. They shouldn't just say, well, if we do 600, if we should just get £450 each, because they split it in this ratio here. So instead of being split into 2, if we add these 2 together, we get 15. So that means it's split into 15 equal parts. Okay, so that £900 has been split into 15 equal parts. If I divide it by the 15, I get 60, which means 1 share is worth 60. Now, the first boy here that had £6, he should get 6 lots of that 60, so he should get £360. The second boy had £9, so he should get 9 lots of that 60, so he should get £450. Except I can't multiply. Let's try £540. And what you should always get is when you add up the 2 amounts that they each get, it should take you back to your total. Okay, let's try another one like that. In an engineering company, human resources department know the ratio of men to women is 11 to 1. If the company employs a total of 48 people, how many women and men are employed? Okay, so we've got a ratio of 11 to 1. So if I add them together, I've got 12. So if it's split evenly between the 12, let's do 48 divided by 12, which gives me 4. Each one is worth 4. The men are 11 lots of that. So 11 fours, 44. The women are just 1 lot of that. So there'd be 4 women. Last one then. Sum of money is divided in the ratio 2 to 7, and the larger amount is £63. How much is the smaller amount? Okay, so we've got a ratio of 2 to 7. The larger amount goes from 7 to 63, and our aim this time is to find the total amount of money. So these are my 2 ones in the same list, my 63 and my 7. So if I do 63 divided by 7, I get 9. So to get from 7 to 63, I times by 9. Do the same here. 2 times 9 is 18. I can then add the 2 together. 18 add 63 is £81. Okay, I'll leave you to try some of these. As ever, please get in touch if you have any problems.